All right. I am so excited. Mo, thank you so much for being on with me tonight. This is a great collaboration, you guys, because Mo Smith is also a presidential diamond, and she lives right like around the corner from me. So if you guys can picture the size of a presidential diamond network, we're talking a huge, huge network of people, and not just teammates, but also customers, right? So we're talking a huge network of people, and she lives right around the corner from me. And there is also another presidential diamond that lives here in Colombia, and that's Synovia. So, and Synovia, Mo lives close too, right? Mo, doesn't Synovia live around here somewhere?
Yes, I was still muted. I'm sorry. Yes, she lives probably not even away from where I stay.
Right. So within a 10 to 15 mile radius, you have 3 presidential diamonds, which is huge, you guys. So I want to just, and I say that just to prove to you that when people say, I can't find anyone, or the market's saturated, that is so not true, because there are 3 big leaders in the company. Presidential Diamond, if you guys are brand new, is the second largest, second highest rank in the company. So we actually have a huge network of people in our downline, and that takes not just people, but customers too. So if you're telling us the market is saturated, that you can't find anyone to join your team, we have just proven you wrong, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. So Mo actually, her son went to the high school that he's actually getting ready to graduate, right?
Yes, couple more months he's done.
Yes. So her oldest son is about to graduate from Ridgeview High School, which is where Jeffrey works as an athletic trainer. So Mo and I connected that way, because during her pregnancy, she was on bed rest. So I was trying to update her with sports scores and let her know what the going live from the football game for her, so that she could see her son play, because she wasn't able to be there. And she's such an active mom and able to be at the games all the time because of the freedom she's gotten through Works. So I'm so excited to have her on, because Mo actually built her business face-to-face through blitzing and parties to Triple Diamond. And I was the exact opposite. I built my business to Presidential Diamond using strictly social media. So no parties and no face-to-face blitzing until I became presidential. So her and I have quite a different background and history with the company, but we both reached the same rank by doing completely different things, which is incredible. And when we talked the other night, neither of us could believe that the other had done that. So I felt it was so important for us to both come on and share, how in the world did you do that? So if you're on Mo's team, you're probably thinking, how in the world did you build a social media to presidential through social media, right? And if you're on my team, most of my team is strictly social media. That's where we met. That's where I knew you from. And so you guys are probably thinking the same thing, right? How in the world did you do this face to face? So that's the goal for tonight, is to share both sides with you guys and let you know that there's more than one way to get the job done, and that, you know, you can be successful working both ways. So Mo,
yes,
to get started, or do you want me? You tell me.
I'll go ahead and get started. As you can hear, Morgan is in the background getting riled up. So I think Dad has her now. But I actually built my business both ways, you guys. But a lot of my local team was built strictly from face to face, and people that I either work with, or people who their kids played on the same sports teams, childhood friends. So literally, I utilize that 100 list that you hear us talk about all the time. You know, that memory jogger, okay, the dentist, okay, the girl, the cashier at the grocery store, okay, the guy who washes my car. I literally utilize that 100 list, and a lot of it started with simply blitzing. Now, if you do not own an It Works shirt, I advise you go get one. When I started this business, I literally could not afford to invest in 50 million shirts, so I just got one. And I wore that bad baby everywhere I went, simply by coming home, washing it, and hanging it up. Don't put it in the dryer because it's going to fade. So I washed it and hung it up and let it air dry, and I was back out the door with that same shirt on the next day. And what I found was that gear that I had, you guys, was a walking billboard for me. Simply by me wearing that gear, you know, and I had the shirt with the It Works logo on the front, and on the back it said, "Get your sexy back." So that was like an operation piece. People saw me with that shirt and they would immediately stop me, and it was, "Get your sexy back." And so that's how I built up my confidence with blitzing people, because I noticed when I wear the gear, I'm going to catch someone's attention. So if you make eye contact with me, that meant that I had to say something to you. So I would definitely say the gear is the first thing that you need to get, because all of this kind of goes hand in hand with you building your business with that face-to-face technique that we talk about. So definitely get you some gear, you guys, if you do not have any. I think everybody's waiting for the new gear to hit from conference, to hit the stores, so we can all go crazy. And then, you guys, if you do not have Blitz cards, invest in those Blitz cards. This is what I used in the beginning. And I say the beginning because I've transitioned now. So in the beginning, I literally had this lanyard, you guys, that I think in the beginning I had got one at my very first corporate event, and they gave us a little lanyard with our ranks on them. And I had my husband laminate one of the Blitz cards, and I hole punched it, and I put it on the lanyard, and on the back in that white empty space where it says "Contact me to try it today," I put "Ask me how." And so I would wear that out and about with my gear on. So, of course, I would put it to the side that says "Ask me how." So people were literally blitzing themselves. So as I got more comfortable with what the product did, you guys, and how they worked, and then I was more confident because I was a product of the product. When I joined this business, you guys, I went from pretty much 196 to 153 in 4 months, the first 4 months of this business. So I was a walking testimony of how these products actually work. So when they asked me how, guess what I had? I had before and after pictures that I could actually whip out and show them on my phone that, yeah, these products work. Look what the wraps did the first time that I used them. And so everybody that I came in contact with was willing to either host a wrap party for me, or they would give me their telephone number, or I would set up one-on-one wrap appointments with them. And then what I did was, you know how we charge them $25 to get a wrap? Well, because nobody else in the area was really doing that, I was charging $35 a piece for a wrap. And if they wanted to get wrapped, you know, individually, I would say, if you have at least 3 friends there, I will wrap you for free. So what did this do? This got me in front of more people when I actually did those one-on-one consultations. So my goal out of that was to strictly book wrap parties. You know, well, I tell you what, if you get about 5 of your friends together, you know, I'll wrap you for free. So then it became, oh, I just want to get wrapped for free, so I'm going to host a party for her. So that's how I built up a lot of my 100 list. And the wrap parties in the beginning, booking them was strictly by the Blitz, the gear. And just to elaborate a little bit on the Blitz, you guys, there are so many different ways that you can Blitz people. So don't think that, I guess, we don't do lazy blitzing on my team. I can't stand that. I don't teach that. I don't preach that. And what a lazy blitzer is a person who hides their blitz cards in the bathroom, put them on the bathroom counter without actually talking to someone, or a person who actually goes to a restaurant and you stick your blitz card in the bill. No, that's lazy blitzing to me. If you do not physically get that person's contact information so you can follow up with them, you have not blitzed anyone. That's how I teach my team. So you have to kind of step outside of your comfort zone. And a lot of that is just you stocking yourself up. You know what? I'm going to take 10 blitz cards out of the house with me today, and I'm not going to come back until all 10 of those blitz cards are gone. And literally, you do not come back until you have handed that coupon to someone and you have gotten their phone number in return. And I'm going to share with you how you can actually do that, you guys. So, like I said, there are different ways that you can blitz. We started off, me and my leaders and I, locally, we started off by the clipboard blitz, where every day we would go out and blitz and we would print out the 100 list. Because I'm a firm believer, every single day you should be growing your 100 list. But on top of that, I like to start fresh and new. So I would print out a brand new 100 list, put it on a clipboard. We would walk out the house, whether we were going to the mall for the day, whether we were going to eat, whether we were going to a different city, you guys. These are the things that we did. And we started with the clipboard blitz, where we had that 100 list on there. We would literally walk up to people, and my team will tell you, I am so competitive that I literally give them about 5 seconds to blitz someone. Otherwise, that person is mine, and they're going to be my person enrolled. So you have 5 seconds to make eye contact with that person, and you go blitz them before Mo does. Because I can promise you, I'm going to blitz them, and I'm keeping them on my top line. I'm not placing them under you. So they knew I broke a lot of my leaders out of their comfort zone or that little shell, because they know when I go out with Mo, I am forced to blitz. So you have about 5 seconds to react. And in that, it's simply as going up to someone and say, hey, I'm having a drawing for a free wrap. Would you be interested in, putting your name in the drawing? Guess what, you guys? Everybody likes something free. So people were giving us not only their email addresses, their phone numbers, but then I would have something where I would say, are you willing to set up, book a wrap party, and then you can wrap free. And that way you don't have to worry about the drawing. So people were even more inclined to do that. So by booking the wrap parties, you guys, this is going to put you in front of more people. So don't just think of it as, your blitz is going to go in vain. You're not going to get anything out of it. That person that you blitz may not be that potential that you're looking for, or may not be that rock star that you want on your team. But guess what? They may put you in front of someone when you have that wrap party. So the clipboard method and me saying, I'm hosting a free drawing for a wrap was one of the ways that I got in the door for wrap parties. The second way, you guys, was with the brochures, you guys. So now this is what I love to do. I keep my brochures with me, and instead of leading with the blitz card, I lead with my brochure. And here's why. Over the years, you find people who get offended when you hand them that blitz card with that before and after belly. But now that I'm handing you a brochure, it says, all of the products that we actually offer, whether it's the skincare line, the greens, the lifestyle line, the packs, the body line. There is something literally in that brochure for everybody. So when I'm handing that out, I say, hey, do you mind if I hand you my brochure? And immediately they're like, sure. And then I go into, have you heard of it work? And they're like, no. Oh my gosh, we're a health and wellness company. So I don't always lead with the wrap, because sometimes some people can get offended if you lead with the wrap. So be mindful of the person that you're blitzing, okay? So that's another way. Lanyards, like I said, you definitely want get a lanyard. You can go to the dollar store if you have not been to a corporate event and got these pretty little lanyards with your rank on them. Go to the dollar store, get a lanyard, and laminate it. You can go to Staples, Kinko's, Office Max, and have them laminate just one of these. Or if you're in the school system or know somebody that's in the school system, have them laminate that Blitz card for you, hole punch it so you can put it on your lanyard and walk around. One of my DTs, one of my leaders actually, she keeps it in her car as well, an extra one in her car hanging up. I know people who actually will put like a little box on the side of their car window with their Blitz cards in that says, hey, take one. So that's the way that you can blitz as well. But to me, that's lazy blitzing, because I like to get that phone number to literally follow up with my potentials. Another thing that you can do as well is lead boxes, putting your lead boxes in places of businesses, whether it's hair salons, nail salons. Find one where someone who is the distributor has not already taken over that territory, and leave your lead box, you guys. You can create one, Google lead boxes, and there are some websites where you can actually purchase them for little or nothing. And from there, I hear echo. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. So you can purchase them. Oh, I'm getting a lot of feedback. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I think my computer was giving me a little feedback, but there are websites you can go to where you can purchase lead boxes for little of nothing, you guys, and decorate them with your Blitz cards or some black, green, and bling. However, but just so people will actually take notice to your lead box and let them know. It could be something as free drawing for a wrap. Leave your information here, and guess what? You don't have to give out free wrap. That's just a way to capture their information. So when you call them, hey, you didn't actually win the drawing, but guess what? You can still wrap for free if you're willing to host a wrap party for me. So that's another way that you could actually get in the house to do these wrap parties, because everybody wants to try this product, you guys. I can promise you that. They may not want to pay for it, but if you're saying free, and all you're saying is get me in the house with 2 or 3 people, you guys don't limit yourself and say, well, I'll only party with you if you have 8 to 10 people. No. Now, I put stipulations on it when I'm traveling out of town to a wrap party, but if it's locally, don't put stipulations on it. Wrap with 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, whatever, however many show up to that party, that's how many you wrap. You still pull out your party pad and you do that party, okay? So, let's see. What else? What other questions do you have about, the wrap parties?
I absolutely love it. When you go to a party, do you feel like you have to, I've had a lot of people say, I'm not prepared for this wrap party. How simple do you have to keep it?
Oh my gosh, I actually did a video for my team to show them what a simple party setup is. And if you're a new distributor on either one of our teams, you guys, you don't have to have a lot of product to party. In your business builder kit, you guys get product catalogs, a few of them. You can go photocopy them in color to make it look presentable and put it on a clipboard. Those really nice clipboards that we have in the It Works store now that I absolutely love, those party boards. It doesn't have to be really over the top. You don't have to have a pop-up banner. You don't have to have a tablecloth. You guys, my very first party, I went to the dollar store, got a plastic black and green tablecloth, and then I elevated to curtains. Hello, you guys. You got to make use of what you have. They don't know it's curtains because I jazzed it up. But I literally went and got like the zebra print curtains, and then I had some lime green curtains. They sell them in Walmart, and I laid them on the table. Those boxes that come with your products, you guys save those boxes because you can do little tricks where we elevate things on our table. You know, you can tuck them up underneath your curtains and lay the curtain over on top of it, or your tablecloth on top of it. So it gives you some elevation or height to actually sitting a product on top of it. And then I went to Hobby Lobby, and I think it was like $1.99, and I got some fake little diamonds that I spread all over the table. So my first year in this business, I didn't even have a party set up. I would borrow it from one of my distributors who was really arts and crafts type person. So in the beginning, you guys keep it very, very, very simple. You want either the party pad, your brochure, and if you do not go to that myitworksproductcoach.com, please go to that, because half of the battle is actually knowing what these products do. And once you get that confidence of articulating what the products do, it's going to be so easy for you to rock out a wrap party, you guys, and utilize what comes in your kit. All you really need is those 4 wraps in your kit. You need a wrap to wrap somebody at a wrap party. If you do not have the cleanser, the toner, the exfoliating peel, the hair, skin, and nails, the confianza, who cares? Talk about them in the brochure. Go through them, you know, through the brochure if you want to, but most people stick to the party pad. I can tell you this, I am not a party pad person. I go over the brochure. I hit the highlight, the top sellers under each category. So under the skincare line, I'm going to talk about our hair, skin, and nails. I'm going to talk about the stretch mark cream. I'm going to talk about the exfoliating peel. Then, you know, I can say, as you can see, we have tons and tons of products in our skincare line. And you guys, our skincare line is absolutely amazing. So they can see for themselves the products that you have. And you can even say, you know, do you guys have any questions about the products here under the skincare section, or circle skincare products in there that you would absolutely love to purchase at the end of this, or you're thinking about you actually need this product. So just hit the highlights, you guys. You want to make sure that you're keeping these parties to an hour or less. And let me tell you why. Because you lose people's attention. You want to immediately come into your party, you guys, and let me tell you what I learned the hard way, that I try to preach and teach and make sure you guys don't hit those same road bumps. I had a lot of people that kind of beat me out of my money when I first started doing wrap parties, you know, because you would come in and you're so excited to just slap a wrap on them. No, you need to make sure that they sign in. You need to make sure that they pay you your money first, and then you hand them a wrap and say, you know, once the guests start arriving, I'll go ahead and wrap you, but you just hold on to your wrap. So now it's like an exchange. They have exchanged the money for a product. They have the wrap in their hand. So make sure you guys get your money in hand, okay? Then from there, you want to have an area that's designated to wrap. Most people don't like to be wrapped out in the front, or, you know, where the party is actually going to take place. So designate an area, whether it's a bedroom, whether it's a bathroom, but have an area. And what I like to do when I'm wrapping people, I like to find out about them. You know, oh my gosh, you know, like, how many kids do you have, or if you have kids, or what do you do? So basically, I'm prospecting them already. You know, if someone tells me, well, I work at the hospital, and I'll say, well, what are your hours? If they tell me, you know, they work double shifts, or if they're just PRN, and I'm like, oh man. So now I know how to gear that opportunity part when I'm talking to them. Okay, so that's giving you a little heads up. As far as, well, this person absolutely hates their job. Oh my gosh, they never see their kids because they're working all the time. So now you have an opportunity to pull on those heartstrings when you're talking to them. You know, well, I was that person too that absolutely didn't see my kids. You know, I missed so many of their sporting events because I was working 2 full-time pharmacy jobs. You know, I was living paycheck to paycheck. Oh my gosh, I had student loan debt up to my eyeballs. And I'm saying this stuff to relate to them, to let them know that I am no different than them. And if I can rock this business out, so can they. So literally, you guys, yeah, you want to make sure you get a wrap on them and you walk out with wrap cash. But that opportunity part, that part to build your business is what you absolutely want to make sure that you guys are doing. Never, ever, ever leave a wrap party and you have not discussed the opportunity. Always keep it in the back of your mind that somebody can be blessed by this blessing that you have, okay? So what else you got for me?
Mo, that is incredible. Like well, and the fact that so many people think they have to place an order for a couple of $100s to get a wrap party started, and that's not true at all.
Not true.
What I have said is make sure that you have water, make sure that you have wraps. Fat Fighter demo, Fat Fighters are cheap, but if you can afford that, there's a demo on YouTube. So play the Fat Fighter demo through YouTube, make sure that that's done. And then the rest is just like you said, the party pad and some really cheap kind of, you know, decorative items. I love the box idea for elevation. That's awesome. I mean, things that, and I have tons of, I save my boxes. So tons of boxes that, you know, things that we don't normally think about doing. So,
and you can even build your party base, you guys, you can tell them, I tell you what, if you bring a friend with you, I'll enter you in a drawing for a free product. So you're not telling them what product you're going to give them. It could be the Fat Fighters. It could be an essential oil, whatever, you know, it could be a 5-day supply of greens on the go. So you want to make sure that you're packing your party. So by saying, I'm going to enter you in a drawing for, you know, free products, or I will give you a week's worth of this, people are going to bring a friend. They're going to bring a friend because they want something free. And all that's doing is putting you in front of more people, you guys. And that's what you want. It's the word of mouth. Hey, girl, I went to this party over the weekend and I watched this girl lose 5 inches in like 45 minutes. So guess what? Now her coworkers want to know, what party was it? Oh, I have her brochure. I have her card. Let me call her for you. Now, boom, you just booked another wrap consultation or another wrap party, or you've just gotten a loyal customer out of the deal. So always look to, it's almost like that upsell thing when you go to a restaurant. They're always looking to upsell you. Always look to upsell you guys, to add more people to your party or add more people to your 100 list.
I absolutely love that. Everyone is in for the upsell, like you said.
Yep.
Car salesman, you go to, it doesn't matter what you're buying, a car, a mattress, groceries. Why do you think they ask you at the checkout counter, did you find everything okay?
Yep.
They want to ask you if you need more. Do you need more? They're wanting you to rack your brain. Do you need more stuff? Are you going to walk out again with more, with more groceries? Everyone is out to upsell. So it's not like we are doing anything out of the ordinary or anything that anyone else is not doing. We are doing exactly what everybody else in sales is doing. We are upselling. We are selling a product. And I think we become intimidated by the fact that it's direct sales. We become intimidated by maybe they don't want it, or because we're a business owner that they may not want it, or maybe it's the rejection. And that was a huge part of, when I started the business, I was living in an incredibly small town and not really able to travel with, I'm a single mom. So I have a lot of kids and I didn't want to leave them alone, to travel. And then to think that I may not make any money because someone may not show. So that part really kept me from doing parties in the beginning, and that I'm incredibly shy. I don't like public speaking. This thing, you guys, I have been dreading this all day, like looking forward to it, but dreading it because I am so nervous about talking to people in public, and I could never take a public speaking class in college because I was petrified. So if ever I was asked,
Wow.
anytime I was asked to speak in front of people, I would not show.
Oh my God. Well, I guess I'm kind of stretching you in all kind of different ways, huh? Putting you on this one team, one mission.
Yes, yes, you are. And I mean, I'm excited about it, but at the same time, I'm already getting like hives and my neck's starting to break out. And I'm just like, oh, what have I gotten myself into?
You're okay.
I made like 3 pages of notes while you were talking because Mo and I are going to start blitzing together, and I hope that she'll have me at some of her parties because I want to be more like that. I do want to stretch myself. I want to expand and be better with those things that I'm weak in. Because we don't learn and grow. If we're not growing, we're not getting any better. So I definitely want to get better at the face-to-face thing. And like she said, you know, when I go out, I wear my It Works shirts. I wear them all the time. In fact, that's pretty much all I wear. And I was at TJ Maxx and I'd forgotten that I even had it on. And the girl at the cashier, she said, "What works?" And I was looking at her with that blank stare going, "I'm sorry? What?" And she said, "Your shirt, it works." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's, that's what, I mean, I was like, what do I say? I don't even know what to say to you, you know? And so I had
that's something, Lynn, we can't have you with the blank stare.
I know, I'm like, my shirt, yeah, it says it works. I mean, you want a coupon? Like, you know what I mean? I'm so awkward with, you know, the face-to-face thing because I'm so scared and so nervous. And what I'm afraid of is rejection. You know? So working on social media has helped me to not hear it, I guess. You know what I mean? It's not in my face. So I can see it. I can see no thank you, and it does not faze me one bit. I move on. I say, thank you so much for, you know, taking the time to reply to me. You know, I hope you have a blessed day. And I know that when they tell me no, it doesn't mean no. It means not right now. Because most of the people that have told me no have ordered or become a distributor. So when they tell me no, I don't ever take that as a no. I know it means not right now.
Okay. So how exactly did you build your business on social media, Lynn?
You guys, I'm the biggest techno-tard out there. I don't even know how to turn the TV on by myself. I call my kids down here and I'm like, hey, can someone turn this on? I don't know how to work this. And they're like, Mom, that's a calculator. Okay. So I am the biggest social media dummy out there. I don't know anything about it. I literally just learned on the fly. My very first distributor was a young person. She's in her early 20s, and she had, you know, probably 4,000 followers on Instagram when she started. And I was like, whoa. And she used to tell me, you know, you should grow your followers. I only had like 136 people on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, girl, I got plenty. I don't need to worry about this. I got plenty of followers. I have 100. Have you seen my account? I have 136 people on my account. Like, I'm good. Okay. I did not know that was not sufficient. So in working social media, always know the first thing you need to do is expand your network. So the people that you're friends and family with, your warm market, they're the ones that are probably already on your social media accounts. You start with Facebook, and then when you open up to Instagram, all of those people are going to import from Facebook into Instagram. So now you're advertising to both people or the same people at the same time on 2 platforms. And so now they're going to get really frustrated and irritated with you because you're advertising to them twice. So you're going to start getting unfollowed on one or both. So make sure that you're expanding your network outside of that warm market because you're going to get unfollowed, and you can expect that to happen. So I literally, Mo, I just started growing my account. I started adding new people. I started searching for people that I had a common interest with. And this was something that I did without even really knowing how social media worked, and it has worked well for me. So I have 7 children, and 3 of my older sons are in the military. I have 2 in the Army and 1 in the Navy. So when I first started with It Works, I was searching for other Army moms I didn't have a Navy son at the time. I was searching for Army moms because I wanted to connect with people that I had a genuine connection with. I wanted someone that I could talk to and I could message on a personal level and I could share a feeling. So when I said my son's deployed and their son's deployed, we could have it. We had that in common. We had that genuine connection. So it meant a lot to me to be able to connect with them on a personal level. And that is key today, is still finding those people that you can connect with. And I don't care if it's the same kind of dog you have. I don't care if it's maybe your child has Down syndrome, or you have a child with ADD, or you have a child that plays football like Mo's son. You have to find somebody who you can connect with on a personal level. And sometimes you will connect with people that you don't have a personal connection with, but you somehow are drawn to them. A lot of my teammates are young and they connect with me maybe because I'm like a mom figure to them. I'm really not sure. And I wish I could point out someone who I've personally enrolled that what drew me to you? What drew, you know what I mean? What was that connection that you had with me? Was it watching my social media? But on social media, I literally post. I do exactly what you said in person that you do. I do on social media. I wear my shirts. I talk to people about the business. If I see them post about, I hate my job, or I can't wait till Friday, or I'm trying to lose weight, or those things, you have to see it, be aware of it, and know how you can help them. So those things are things that I watch for on social media that I can jump in and say, oh my gosh, I saw your post about, you're losing your job. Is there anything I can help with? I can help you with starting your own home-based business. You won't ever have to worry about that. I was actually in that position as well. And, I know how that feels. So if there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. So offering help to people that are in need. And even if it's something as I saw a girl the other day, and she had posted a picture of her pregnant belly, and she was so hurt by the fact that her body now is just stretched, and she had these big red stretch marks. And some women love them because that is kind of a story about their pregnancy, and some women are like, I do not want these big ugly stretch marks, And it's a matter of preference, But if somebody posts about their belly, and then I'm going to send them a message, and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, I saw your post, and, it really brought me to tears, because as a mom, I have them too. And I started working with this company. We have a botanically based stretch mark cream that I think you would absolutely love. Would you be interested? Because I can extend you my 40% discount. So when you tell them you're going to extend that discount to them, they don't know what the cost of the product is, and they don't know what your loyal customer program is. So they feel like you are genuinely giving them something. You know what I mean? Like oh my gosh, you would do that for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So when I started on social media, I literally just started talking to people just like you did in person. It was just easier for me to talk to people that I didn't know. And today I still don't reach out to people that I know that are friends. I don't reach out unless they've posted something that, even though they've watched my journey and they've seen, my success through the social media, I just let them come to me. My friends, people I personally know, I guess maybe that rejection is still hard. And especially with people that I do personally, I do know it's so much easier for me to talk to people I don't know. And I'm not sure why. If they unfollow me, it doesn't hurt me a bit. If they tell me no, it doesn't hurt me a bit. But I just don't want to lose that friend,
Right.
So I just started reaching out to people that I shared a common interest with, and I still do that today. So
okay. Now, do you do cold messaging? Because what I'm finding out is, like, listening to you talk, you're saying that you're actually developing those relationships, being personable, commenting on their statuses or inboxing them when you find something that y'all have a common ground on. Whereas, a lot of people in the business, and this is how I've taught my team, is to basically, a like is a lead. If someone is constantly liking a photo of yours about the opportunity, inbox them. If someone's constantly liking something about a product, then inbox them. But you're saying that you actually look for common ground on social media, and that's how you build that rapport with them.
I do. I don't even like the words cold messaging, because it's,
I don't either.
I don't like those words. I feel like it's so impersonal. So if they like your post and you're not going to their page and reciprocating, that's a problem. If you are not going to their page and liking their stuff and commenting on their stuff and becoming a genuine follower for them, they're going to unfollow you. They don't care about that you're trying to run a business or that you have kids to feed. They don't care why you're posting about this business. They want you to become their friend. So if they're liking your stuff, it's like someone holding a door for you in public. Say thank you. Hold the door for somebody else in return, right? So just return the favor. Go to their account and like their stuff, comment on their stuff. And I always, and I learned this from, I read a book, and I'm not with Mary Kay at all or affiliated, but Mary Kay wrote a very amazing book about her story and her journey with her growing her business from the ground up. And one of the things that I learned from reading her book years ago was that everyone wants to feel special. Everybody wants to feel special. And that she went out of her way to teach her reps, when you come into contact with them, and it doesn't matter if you're on social media or in person, you make that person feel special. And it doesn't matter if you say, your hair today looks great. How did, you curled it different, or it's a different color, or your eyes look great with that top, or where did you get that shirt? I just love the color, or something. That lip color, anything, find one thing to compliment them on. One thing. And everything, you can find something in everyone to compliment. And it doesn't matter if it's their shirt, their shoes, it doesn't matter what it is. Find one thing that you can make them feel special. Your son is gorgeous. He is so cute. How old is he? And I always relate with other moms by saying, even if they have babies, I don't have babies anymore. Oh my gosh. I miss those days so much, and I tell them, don't take those days for granted. I know it's hard right now, but when you're looking back from my point of view and you see them grown, it's so, you're going to appreciate this moment. I promise you. So I talk to people like I would in person, just through social media.
Okay.
And I do not like the word cold messaging. I know there are some teams, there are some leaders that say, message all of your followers. And I don't like that, because if you're just messaging someone that's simply following you, you don't know if they've liked your post. They may not even know that you exist. I've got followers, I don't even know who they are. If they're not interacting with me, I don't know that I'm following them. So I don't condone that. I don't like that. I feel like that is spamming.
Okay. And that part of it definitely gives the business a bad rep. As far as, you just inboxing everybody on your friends list. That stuff like that definitely gives the company a bad rep. I've seen several people on Facebook that do that.
Yes.
And it's like, I actually had several people inbox me, and I was like, did you not look at my profile? Do you not see I'm already in the company?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so I just screenshot my profile and sent it right back to them.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
When I message someone, I make sure that I look through their profile, and I don't just look through their pictures. I look at their wording, because not everyone is going to put their product out there. So some of their pictures may say, you know, I'm looking for 2 people to stay at home with their babies or whatever. You have to be really mindful of who you're messaging. And I get messages too all the time. Now, I have sent messages to brand new people or people who aren't actively working their business, and they'll say, oh, I'm already with It Works. And I'm scrolling through going, like, where are you advertising? You know, because I don't see anything, you know. And if I accidentally message, I've probably done 2 in the past year, accidentally messaged a Networks distributor, but it was only because they're not actively working their account. They're not. There's nothing on their social media profile that would indicate that they are a distributor. And I don't like getting those messages, because you can tell from my account that I'm a distributor because I wear the shirts. I have my product on there. I am constantly talking about my business. So if you're being mindful of people, then you know that they are a distributor, and it's not thoughtful at all to send them a message.
Right. Right. So let me ask you, what are you doing to build up your followers? Because I know some people in the business that actually buy followers. I do not teach that. I do not preach that. So how are you actually building your followers?
I do it one by one, day at a time. I went from 136 followers to 10,800. I'm almost at 11,000 followers on Instagram. And I built my social media just by at my Facebook, just by adding more. I tell my people, do not add more than 10 per day on Facebook. You can add more on Instagram, but it has taken me 3 years to get to 11,000 people on Instagram. And I have done that just by liking, commenting, and adding. And I find active people on my timeline that have, like if they posted a picture 3 minutes ago and 20 people liked it, I know all 20 of those likers are active on Instagram. So I'm going to go and follow. Now, I have a CDC rule that I follow on social media. No creepers, no other distributors, and no children. Now, if y'all want creepers on your account, you go right ahead. That is your prerogative. But I do not need creepers in my life. Okay. So if it's somebody who looks sketchy, they don't get added. If they look like a child or look like they may be underage, there's no point in adding them. And sometimes you have to be kind of an investigator. You have to look for tattoos, alcohol bottles. You know what I mean? You have to kind of be a little bit of an investigator. Do you see an 18th birthday picture? Do you see that they all have their graduation photo on there, you guys? Everyone they got a graduation photo. They're hugging mom or dad with their cap and gown on, right? They're talking about their birthdays. So be mindful of those things. Watch for those things. And I was following a girl who I know she didn't look of age. She looked really young, but she has 2 kids. And she will be joining my team soon, but she is not yet 18. So
wow. Okay.
You know what I mean? So even having children is not an indicator that they're of age. So be mindful of, what are they posting about? So it took me a little bit to figure out that she wasn't 18 by seeing her 16th birthday pictures.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
But I had to go through and check and dang if she wasn't 16. So, yeah. But she's been following me for 2 years now. So she's almost 18. She'll be 18 this month. So welcome to the team, Lauren.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Now, is there a particular people that you follow? Are they on Instagram? I know you said you add no more than 10 per day on Facebook. Is there a particular amount?
I add 10, no more than 10. So it depends. Like for me, it's hard because I have so many people with It Works on my Facebook that are friends. So what I do is, Mo, if you and I are friends, I am not going to go to your friends and I'm not going to add, obviously, right? So what I have to do is I have to scroll through. And when Pam Souter shouts you out on her Facebook, you're going to be inundated with friend requests from It Works.
Oh my gosh, tell me about it.
Right? So
that's my Facebook page.
Yes.
It's nothing but distributors.
Right. And I don't know who's a distributor. Are they active, inactive? I don't know anymore, because I've accepted their requests, but I don't follow them because I don't want to see people that I only follow the people that are on my team. So I'm not active. I mean, I follow, leaders, but I don't follow everyone that's with It Works because I want to be able to interact with people that are not with It Works. So I have to search and find someone who is not currently with the business. And that is so, so important, you guys on Facebook. Do not go and take other people's friends if they are with It Works. If you guys are friends, go to my friends list and take my friends because those people are now my potentials, right? So I had to find people that I have graduated high school with, people that are my family that is in California that's not interested in the business at all. I had to go to their pages and find mutual friends, or I have added myself to a ton of groups. I am in groups like nobody's business. I am in Instant Pot recipe group. I am in moms of children with ADD. I am in a single moms group, a couple of them. In fact, some of you guys are probably in that single moms group with me. I am in tons of groups. Jeffrey has Huskies. I'm in a I Heart Husky group. I am in, you know what I mean? Like I have added myself to these groups, and what I do not post about my business. I make friends. I comment on their posts. I tell them how valuable the information they gave us was. I talk to them on a personal level, and I make friends, and they friend me. I don't actively have to friend them. They may friend me. So if I post a recipe in the Instant Pot group, something I have just made, people are going to friend me and say, can you send me the recipe? Right? So be friendly. Just be you. And so many people think that because they joined It Works, they have to become this billboard.
Please don't.
You got to be a billboard, and you got to talk about your business all the time. And yes, you do, but do it. There's a right time and a right place and a right way to do it. Okay. Especially on social media. So on Facebook, it's completely different than Instagram. Although now the algorithms, does everyone know what the algorithms are?
Yeah, I hate them.
I know. Yeah, so the algorithms have kind of changed things, and now that we have an algorithm on Instagram, it's changed a lot. But yeah, I mean, just make friends. So there's no groups on Instagram. You just have to kind of follow people that you share a common interest with.
Do you follow a certain amount a day on Instagram as well?
No, I don't have a set amount. I know what I set my goal to. So I have in my head, I've told myself by Saturday, I'm going to be at 11,000. So I know I need to add. And the thing is just because you request them does not mean they're going to follow you back.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that means adding more and interacting more and being more personable, right? If someone follows me today, I'm not going to message them today and say, do you want to join my team? No.
Right.
No, I don't even know you, right? So I have to build a rapport with them. You have to build a rapport with people. You have to get to know them, and they need to get to know you and build that trust. Okay. People on social media it's cold market. They don't know you from Adam. You have to build that trust with them. They have to know who you are. And so on social media, don't just post about it works. You have to post about your life. The people that are following me on Instagram know that I have 4 dogs. They know that I have 2 huskies. They know that I have 7 kids. They know that I have military kids. They know what my car looks like. They know what my house looks like. They know everything about me except for my address, probably. So, right. You know what I mean? Like, they know exactly, know where I shop. I have people tagging me in posts about tacos. People tag me and post about tacos because I always eat Mexican food. I'm always at a Mexican restaurant, and I always love tacos. I have people tagging me in posts about coffee mugs. I have people tagging me in posts about huskies and dogs and military, those wreaths that are on doors, the Navy wreaths and stuff. I have connected with so many people that know me as a person, and they tag me and stuff and say, I thought of you, which is awesome. That is awesome. Mm-hmm. That is what you want. You want people to know you and know that you are a genuine person. So I don't have a problem when someone goes to order product. I just placed an order yesterday for a customer, and she didn't have a problem texting me her credit card number. I don't know her. I don't know her, but because we have built that rapport, that relationship through social media, and she feels as though she knows me and trusts me, that she's going to text me her credit card information and know that I am not going to do anything to disrupt our relationship.
Right. That is good.
Yeah, so it's very important. I don't have a set number that I add, only because it does take some time. I add, I am private right now on my Instagram account, so I approve requests and add at the same time. And I do have a video if you guys are interested in that. If anyone wants to see it, I can send it to you. Just shoot me a message. Yeah. But I have a video on how I add followers on Instagram and how I approve requests. And I make sure I go through that CDC rule. Are you a creeper, a child, or another distributor? If so, I don't add you. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. And I do 10 a day on Facebook because Facebook will actually flag your account. Yeah, that they will. When people get shut down. But yes, good stuff. I pray that actually writing all of this information down and taking it all in. And it's like you said, there's so many different ways to build your business, and you just only heard 2 of them. Social media and, partying pretty much, or blitzing, shall I say 3. But there's other ways that people build their businesses as well. So you guys just, I pray that they have written all this stuff down, Lynn. Yes, and I will get this recording on YouTube ASAP. It takes about 30 minutes for it to download to my computer, and then I put it right on YouTube. It takes about another 20 to 30 minutes. So within the hour, it should be available on YouTube. If you want to follow me on YouTube, it's my name. You should be able to find me. If not, I can send you a link. But
if you could send me the link, that'd be great, and I'll just put it in my group. Okay. That way they'll have it.
Absolutely. Do you guys have any questions for me at all?
Yes. Do y'all have any questions?
Do any of you guys have questions for Mo and her working face-to-face? Nobody? Okay.
Everybody's all quiet. Did anybody have any questions for Lynn?
They're speechless, Mo. They're speechless.
I see.
You guys, thank you so much for being on. I see some of my new people. I see some familiar faces. You guys, taking this time to be on and learn is so important. And I stress this to my team that, if you guys don't show up, you're not going to go up.
Oh, I think somebody had a question. Hold on. Hit *6 if you want to unmute yourself.
Let's see, or put your hand up and I can unmute you. I don't see everyone.
Let's see.
There is a chat. If you guys want to put your name in the chat, I can unmute you.
I'm trying to see. She texted me. She said the group is silenced when we called in. Yeah, the line was muted. So if you have a question, just hit *6 to unmute yourself on your phone. Or if you are on the link, you will see the little microphone. Click the little microphone, and it will unmute you. Yes. Okay, so she didn't have a question. She just wanted to make sure that's not the reason why nobody could get through. But if anyone did have a question, you could hit *6 or unmute yourself through the little red microphone. So.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on. And Mo, I really appreciate you. And I need to come love on your baby some.
Okay, anytime. So we thank you for having Team No Sleep on your call. And like I said, you and I'll be talking.
Yes, absolutely. All right, you guys have a great night.
Thank you.
All right.